Okay, good morning. So today we're going to do an exploration with the feet. And it'll be something where we're going to have a little awareness how working with the feet helps ground us and helps us be more on, standing on the earth. And we'll be building our posture from the ground up. So the feet has 27 bones. And I meant to look up, I know there's a lot of tendons and ligaments, like a lot, but I didn't have time this morning. So you could look it up on your own. And so, just for this little foot has a lot of bones, right? So let's start with just rubbing the foot. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Warm it up. Right? And then just give it a little tap. Good. And then a slap. Good. So this is something I learned recently. I always do work with the feet, but this is different. So you're going to put these are the metatarsals. These are the carpals. Metatarsals, right across here, right underneath the toes. And you're going to put your thumb right in the middle, right? And your fingers on the top. And you're going to open and close it a little bit. So you might not have a lot of movement. See what I'm doing? I'm just pulling it open, pressing it closed. Bet you never did that before. I know, it's like a book. Close the book, open the book. Okay? Just give it a little open and close. Good. So now we're going to do something fun. You're going to take your fingers on the big toe and just rub your big toe. And then very gently, you're going to gently pull the toe up and press it down. So just up and down with your toe. It's like this little piggy. Okay? Good. Now, putting your toe in neutral, just give it a little twist. Good. Now we're going to go to the second toe. So rub it up. Get a little rub-a-dub-dub. And then just press it back and forth. Give it a little twist. And then the third toe, up and down, and twist. Fourth toe, and twist. And the last toe. So our poor little feet are in these leather, some people call them leather coffins, and we don't get a lot of mobility. It's really good to walk barefoot outside. Let your feet in the sand, in the dirt, okay, in the grass, beautiful. All right, so that's that foot, and we're going to take our thumbs, and this is called clearing the gates in energy medicine, like there's stuck energy that goes down to our feet, and you're going to put your thumbs just right on the top of the foot here in the middle, and you see, go in between the bones and push out. So they're called the gates, G-A-I-T-S, but I think of them as G-A-T-E-S, and like little horses, let them out of the gate, let them just run. So just massage the top of the foot, try to get in between the bones. If you have any soreness or tenderness there, in energy medicine, they say wherever that's where you should massage because that's stuck energy. Good. So we cleared our gates. Now take your foot, and this might be challenging, but you're going to try to interdigitalize. You're going to be putting your hands and feet, trying to get the webs in between. And this might be So just do the best you can. It's really better if we use cream, you know, some kind of lotion. But the more you do it, the more you will be able to separate your toes. So do the best you can. It might feel really weird, or it might not even feel that great, but it's a sensation and we're getting in touch, okay? So we're gonna squeeze and then stretch the toes apart and squeeze and stretch and squeeze and stretch. Good. So that was the easy one. Now the hard one is you're going to try to take same hand, same foot, and go onto the top. And this is one I hadn't done. So this is a newbie for me too, and this one is impossible. So do the best you can. Might feel a lot worse than the first one, but just be playful and see what you can do. I feel like I'm missing a toe here somewhere. All right, maybe you can't get all of them, but do the best you can. You might not go root to root. Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze the top and then stretch apart. If you're not in between every toe, don't worry, down to the root. Squeeze and stretch and squeeze and stretch. And then release and give your foot a little shake. And just massage up this leg. And we're just going to do a brief exploration before we do the other side. So come onto your knees, hands and knees, in a tabletop position, and curl the toes under. With bent knees, just push yourself back into a downward facing dog. And just put the foot that you worked on down. Try to put the other one down, even if your knees are bent. And then with a soft gaze or eyes closed, just breathe in and feel the two sides of the body and see if you feel anything different. Knees are bent. Try to get your feet down if you can. Push your chest back. And then walk your hands towards your feet. Spread your toes and just feel both sides of your body. Drop your head. And then we're going to do the other side. So what you might have felt nothing, or you might have felt like more energy, more awareness on that side of the body. So just notice the 2 feet. Stretch them and see if there's a difference when you go like that. So we're going to do the other side. So start with just warming up your foot. So most of us are in our heads all the time. We feel disconnected. You might feel disconnected from your body, not having an awareness. So this is a time to really tune in and connect. Good. And then just give it a little pat, pat, pat. Punch, punch, punch. Good. Now, I'm going to change the way I did it. I'm going to do the gates first. So, thumbs in the gates and just push. Press up in between the bones, in the middle of the top of the foot. Good. Now cross it, and we're going to put the thumbs in those metatarsals and open and close a little bit. Notice if one foot is more flexible than the other. Good. Now we're going to go to the big toe and just rub up the big toe. And then we're going to do a gentle push and pull. It's not a lot of movement. And then give it a little twist. And then the second toe, give it a little rub-a-dub-dub. Up and down, twist. Third toe, up and down, and a little twist. Fourth toe, twist. Little pinky, and twist. Good. Ah, now the fun part. Webbing. See how far you can get down to your roots. So if you're new to this, it's your first time, it might be very hard. I've done it, it's hard. Yeah. Okay, do the best you can. No judgments, right? Just noticing. And then squeeze. So it's like the heel of your hand and your metatarsals. Fingers on top, give it a little squeeze. And then stretch the fingers and toes apart. And squeeze and stretch. And squeeze and stretch. Good. And now we're going to do on the top. So same hand, same foot. Notice if one foot is easier than the other. Or not. Usually your dominant side, the muscles, even on your feet, might be more tight or pronounced. So now same thing, you're going to squeeze and stretch the fingers apart. And squeeze and stretch. And squeeze and stretch. And then take them out. Just say hello. Give it a little shake, 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 shake. And then massage up and down. Good. Very nice. And just take a moment. You might feel tingling sensation in your feet and legs. We're going to do the same thing. Come over into your tabletop position. Knees under your hips. Hands. It's like the center of your wrist and your shoulders are aligned, right? And we're going to curl the toes. Come into your downward facing dog. Press into your metacarpals in your hand. Grab with your fingertips. Now in your dog, feel under your arms, your armpits like hollow, and bring your arm bones back. So your arm bones are coming back, but yet you're lifting in your armpits. And let your head, crown of your head is going towards your hands, center of your hands, and just walk your dog. Lift up on one heel, spread those toes. Feel those nice spread toes. One heel at a time. Push your chest to your thighs and breathe. Good. Now, if you need to keep your knees bent, fine. Knees are bent, groin goes back. Push the groin away from your hands. And then see how you can get your heels down. Feel the stretch in your calf. Doesn't have to touch. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. And walk your hands towards your feet with your knees bent. Scoop your abdominals in. Hold on to your elbows. Let your head hang. And shake your head yes and no. Just go yes and no. You can move your shoulders. Picture your abdominals are engaged gently. Good. Good. And bring your fingertips to the floor and bend your knees and look forward. You can have your hands in front. And then scoop in and bring your head crown towards the ground. So we're going to do a couple of bend and stretches, right? Exhale, bend and breathe in. Look, flat back. If you look at my back, trying to flat back it. So work with your body. Good. Now next time you bend your knees, bring the hands to your thighs, look forward, and gently come up to standing. Facing me. Okay. Good. So come up to standing. Good. And spread your toes. We're going to build our pose from the ground up. So just start feeling those feet. Bending. Spreading your toes, not bending, sorry. Spread those toes. Good. Bring your hands behind you into what we call yoga mudra, or use your tie. You're going to bring the arm bones back, opening up the chest. And just bring your weight. Just go back and forth a little bit. Feel the grounding of your feet from your big toe across the metatarsals to your pinky. And just bring the weight right in front of your heels. You can have a softness in your knee, not a lock. But with that softness, I want you to bring your thigh bones back and your tailbone under. So notice what that does. It brings your body into alignment. So tailbone down, thigh bones back. Gentle abdominals in and up, rib cage, lift it off your pelvis, arm bones back. And just let your head float. Bring your thought forward and back. Good. And side to side. Good. And then bringing your arms up to stretch out of your waist. Good. And with your arms down, big shoulder rolls. Just warming up the body. Good. Breathe in and out. Good. Beautiful. So taking your arms out to the side, and bring your hands here, open up, arm bones stretch out, right broad across the chest. So we're going to do a little balance exploration, okay? So you're going to inhale and lift the hips, heels, and then exhale down, okay? Again, breathe in, lift the heels, and exhale down, and again, lift the heels. So your weight comes a little forward. Feel your collarbones lifting up to the ceiling. Okay? Your weight comes forward, and then we're going to come down. And this time we're going to inhale up, right? Wrap your glutes a little bit. Engage your glutes and your abdominals. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring your heels halfway down, and then just twist. And twist. Come back to center. Inhale up, and exhale down. So we're going to do that again. Breathe in, come up. Woo. I'm always a model of non-perfection for you. I'm just exploring. This time we'll go the other direction. And inhale to center. And exhale. And come up. All the way up and down. Okay, this time we're going to inhale the arms up and hold on to your left wrist. Stretch up, reach up, and come over into a crescent. Good. Come back up, lift a little higher, and come down. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come up. Hold the other wrist. Come to a crescent moon. Come back to center, lift a little higher. So we're exploring with our balance. Hopefully the feet work helped. Good. And just kick out your feet, stretch them out. A little stamp, a little shake out. Okay, so now separate your feet and come into a diagonal, right? So when you bend your knees, you want the center of your ankle and your knee over your second and third toe. If you don't have that, bring your feet in a little. Okay, turn that way. You want to be out like this and your knees in there. Good. So just bring your hands to your hips, bend those knees. So this is like an anchor coming down, and just lift your heels. Okay, and separate your thighs. Feel the stretch in your thighs. See if you can lift those arms up, stretch and reach, and come up a little higher. And then come down into a goddess with your heels up. So stretch your goddess arms. And we're going to be aligned. So you're going to stick out your tongue and your eyes are going to look at your crown. So if you have to come down and come up, make any accommodations that are good for you, okay? So breathing in, make your claws and good. Again, breathe in, stick out your tongue, look at your third eye. Last time, you might be shaking, that's electricity. Breathe in. Woo! It's like gymnastics, okay? So heels down, come up, and in prayer. Shake out your feet. So we're gonna do some standing poses without that much balance, without the heels up. Not quite like that. So just come, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a deep breath in. Soft gaze. Just feel what's going on in your body. Did you have a little shakiness? How's your breath? Let's take a few breaths. And bring your hands behind you into Yoga Mudra. Really gets the heart space open. You're going to take your right foot and just step it back. Step it back so that the front knee is straight and the back, you're on your heel is lifted, okay? So this is the in-breath, and when we go in the out-breath, we're going to bring the heel down, bend the front knee. So this is a warm-up for a warrior one. Stretch, straighten. Feel your thigh muscles contracted. And out. And in. And out. And in. Lift up those heels. And out. And in. And out. Good. So stay with your heel down. Arms anchored, stretching the arms. Take your back thigh bone, stretch it back, and bring your hip a little forward. And this hip comes down and back. So you're kind of equal here. Good. Take your hand, hold on to your left hand. We're going to crescent moon here. Breathe into your side body. Feel the grounded feet. Push into the ground and extend up and over. Good. Now bow, crescent bow. Just a little bow. Come back to your crescent. Breathe in, expand, give it a little pull. Come back to neutral. Open up the arms. Come into a cactus arm. Open up, let your heart look up, stretch those fingers. Let your eyes gaze to the heavens, nose up, and breathe. So now scissor your legs while you're here. Feel the energy of the legs coming together and apart, and find that middle place where you feel grounded. Good. Bring your arms behind you into Yoga Mudra. Breath in and out, and we're just going to lift up. This little soft bend in the front and come into a Vira 1. So, actually I have to move forward because I have a wall. So take the arm with the front leg forward, okay, up. This hand's on my hip. And look at your pinky. Let your pinky stretch and reach. So just keep coming over, press through the heel, bring your weight over the standing leg, and just stretch and reach away. And come back. So with balance, if you play with this with me, if you're here, your weight is in the center, and you try to come over, it's impossible to balance. So when you're on a one-legged balance, your weight wants to come over that standing leg. So just explore that. The difference. Good. So we're going to work on the other side. Bring one hand to the heart, one to the belly, and just feel the side that you worked. Notice where the sensations are. Okay, so make sure you have room around you. All right, what leg did I do? Okay, so now take the opposite leg back, 2 straight legs, come onto the ball of the back foot, okay? And you can come into Yoga Mudra. Weight in the center of your legs. This is an in-breath, and then out-breath, bend the front knee. In-breath, out. Feel the calf muscle stretching. Adjust how far back you are to give yourself the stretch and balance that's good for you. Okay? Now put the heel down. Feel your tailbone down, thigh bone back. Let this hip come back and down. This hip forward so you're nice and square. Inhale the arms up. Hold on to the opposite wrist and stretch. And breathe. Now push into the floor. Feel your body extending, lifting, and stretching. And breathe. And take a little bow. And come back to neutral. If you can, stretch a little more. And come back. Beautiful. Leave the arm up with this leg. Put this hip here. Stretch those pinkies. Feel like that pinky is leading you, like a muse is pulling your pinky and pulling you over into your warrior. So just find your balance over that leg. Okay? Stretch and reach. Stretch and reach. Push through the back heel. Good. And come back. Shake out. See how we're doing. Good, we have time. Stretch out. Shake out. We'll do a little breath of joy. Okay. So you're going to inhale, 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 exhale. So it's sipping breath. Sip, sip, sip the breath in. Okay, so just imagine you're breathing in joy and light to make you more luminous. And let out anything you don't need, any anxiety, frustration, any emotion you would like to rid yourself of. It's that easy. In with the good. Luminosity and light, spaciousness, and 2 more times. Just put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, arm bones back. Just feel. Feel yourself luminous, inside and out. Letting in the light. Feel the spaciousness in your body, in your being. Good. And then separating the feet. And you could bring them, parallel wide. So bringing your hands to your lower back, give it a little rub. Just going to press the pelvis forward and the thigh bones back. And be mindful of your back. A back bend is not just tossing your head, it's not this. You see how my groin is all like, that's like a Gumby thing. You want to hold on, elbows back, right? Press your pelvis forward and thigh bones back for your stability. And then whatever flexibility you have in your spine, just feel long, spacious in the neck, in the back of the neck, and let your crown reach. So pelvis forward, thigh bones back. Feel the stretch in the groin. You should feel the stretch all in the front from your, feel it in my neck too, the front of my neck. And then come back, slide your hands down your legs. You can make your legs wider and hold on to your ankles or wherever you can hold on, scooping in your belly, bending your elbows, bend your knees, bring your head towards the earth. Your sitting bones drop, you're in a little squat, and then stretch, push into those ankles or wherever. Straighten your legs, thigh muscles going up towards your groin. Breathe in, bring your crown down, sitting bones down. Scoop in the belly, straighten the best of your ability. Big breath in and a ha out. Bend your knees, look forward, hands on the thighs, come up with a straight back. Take your hands along your legs, slide them over your hip crest, and again, a little baby back bend. Oh. Back bend is a front stretch, not a back crunch. Good, and come to neutral. So we're gonna do some work on the floor and have your towel nearby for when we get a little restorative, okay? Okay, so actually come into tabletop position again, and we're gonna just do some cats and dogs. So the way I like to do it, your hands and feet are your foundation here, and your knees, if you need a blanket under them. Spread those fingers wide. Grab the mat with your tips of your fingers. Feel your arch lifted and your metacarpals all around the thumb, the base of the thumb, and around the hand. So grab, even if your knuckles are up, that's fine. Make your hands, give yourself some space, okay? So cat and dog, tailbone up, inhale, exhale, pubic bone and nose. This is for your cerebral spinal fluid. Draw that navel in and up, and down, and up, and down. Bring your arm bones back. No locking of the elbows. Good. Beautiful. And then curl the toes once more. We're just going to come into a dog rest. You can keep your knees bent. 5 breaths in your dog. Push through the heels of your hand, your chest to your thighs. Groin back, thigh bones back. Arm bones back. Lift under your armpits and breathe. Good, and then come down to your knees. Okay, and just pull yourself forward into a cobra. Okay, and just lower yourself down. Make a pillow, head on your pillow, and just breathe into the earth. Feel your belly, belly to belly with Mother Earth, or your mat and floor as it were. Okay, so take 5 deep breaths, really expanding the belly right into the floor. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. And then on your next inhale, just lift your head, pushing into the floor, to your forearms, arms, and hands, and turn your head to one side. So nice long neck. And then inhale up, feel that upper back lifting, use your upper back muscles, and turn your head to the other side. Again, inhale up to center, drop your head, do it one more time to each side. So push, I want you to really ground those from the elbows to your hands. Ground, push, extend. Now pull the arms toward you, really feel your upper back. And turn. Again, pull. Inhale, and just turn to the other side now. Exhale. Good. And then come back to neutral. We're going to bring the elbows under the shoulders. Stretch your legs away. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Arm bones back. Okay? And this is Sphinx pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Pull. Feel yourself like pulling the rug, like you want to pull your chest through your arms. Pull. Now, if this is okay for you, you could stay here. If you want to really press into the bottoms of those feet, anything that's grounded, use as your foundation. You can have a slight bend. We're back in our cobra, right? And if you could stretch it, great. Arm bones back. Tailbone down and under. Come back, walk your hands back, and come into an extended puppy. Stretch that back. Let your hips go side to side. And come back. We're going to do something, just bend your knees and go like that while I'm talking. And you could look at me while I'm doing it. So this is a wind chill wipe. It releases your lower back. So this is, we're going to do a salamander. So my elbow that was in the Sphinx this way is now this way, okay? And I am going to bring this foot up in a flex. Now, really important is to flex this bottom leg and push it away. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to drag this arm energetically. So I'm getting a big stretch in my side. So push through the foot and stretch. So you should feel a really nice big side stretch there. This is salamander. Good. And now bring that leg down and come to the other side. Elbow under your shoulder. The other knee is like a half frog. Push. Push through the flexed foot that's long. Pull that arm like you're pulling your side body towards over your arm that's bent. And you could look behind you even. Stretch, push in 2 directions now. Good. And then just come over onto your back and bring your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in and out. Putting your feet down, clasp your hands and stretch them away and stretch your feet away. Really push. And push one leg away, the other leg away. And bring your arms down. Bend your knees. We're going to do something called Apanasana. It's the downward flow of energy. It's really good for the intestines, your digestive system. So bring your knees into your chest. Right? Bring your hands on top of your kneecaps. This is very relaxing. As you inhale, it's as though your breath body is pushing your legs away. So my arms are going to straighten. Breathe in. As I breathe out, I'm going to squeeze my thighs to my chest. So we'll do this 5 times. I'm not going to talk. I just want you to feel that whole breath movement. And what you could do is you can inhale for 2 and start to lengthen the exhale. So exhale for the count of 3. Good. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to inhale the arms overhead and the legs up. We'll do this 5 times also, quietly. And exhale to the count of 3, squeezing it in. Just feel your breath, feel the sensations in your body. Try to relax and stretch away, heels stretching, and slow down your exhalations. And then just separate your feet as wide as your mat. Your thigh bones will come in towards each other. Let your knees and inner thighs touch. And give yourself a hug. This is a restorative mudra. It's an energy seal. Feel the outer edges of your feet on the floor. You're going to take 5 breaths. And then you're just going to switch your arms and do another 5 breaths. So nice. Same thing, try to gently start extending your exhalation, which will bring you into more relaxation. Okay, so take a few breaths like that, 5 breaths. Extending your exhalation. And switch your arms. Good. And then bringing your arms out into a T, a little lower than your shoulders. Bring your knees in to your chest. And really walk your arm Walk your shoulder blades away from your ears. And try to flatten your shoulder blades on the ground. Okay? You want nice space between your ears and your shoulders, right? You can keep your palms up, knees down. And if you have a blocker, or if you want to put a blanket there, if your legs don't go over, do that. Or you could just hold them in the air. So my legs are up, and I'm just going to bring them over to one side, right? Trying to keep the shoulder down. That's why if you want to put it up on something, that's fine. And look in the opposite direction. We stretch your arms away. Feel the stretch through the chest. Now let your tailbone come under. Press your pelvis a little forward. That feels okay for your back. Always be mindful of how things are feeling for you today. Just breathe into the twist. And then come back. You can bring these into the chest and over. And the other side. Each side is different. So just stretch out as much as you can. If your shoulder's up, that's fine. Or if you want to prop your legs so you can get your shoulder down. Try to stack your feet. Look in the opposite direction. Stretch away. Breathe deeply into that twist. Good. And then bring the knees into the chest. Make yourself a little seed. Stretch. Bring your head down. And for our inversion, we'll just have our fingertips and toes up for a moment. Just close your eyes or soft gaze. Just breathe into your body. Feel the breath. Bringing light. Breathe in light and feel the spaciousness. Each breath, exploring the vastness of your being. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your face, root of your tongue. Feel the sensations inside your cheeks. Tongue, whole mouth, all the radiant sensations. So, bringing your feet down. For our relaxation, I'll give you a choice. What I'd like, if you have a blanket or a towel, I'm going to make mine like this. So I'm going to do it like an accordion, where I fold like 4 inches one way, and then 4 inches this way. So I'm just like accordioning it up. Now, if it's too big, I can always release an accordion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my accordion here. Right? And if that's not enough, I'll just fold it up again. And what you're going to do is you want that in a place by your shoulder, on your shoulder blades, like the tip of your wings. If you need a little support for your head, you could do that too, if this feels good. And you're just going to stretch out. And this is really a beautiful opening for our chest, for these muscles here, because these muscles are contracted from our lifestyle of computers, phones, driving. So what we're doing, we're tightening these muscles, overstretching these. So this is something you could do just as a relaxation on your own. So we're gonna lie like this. You can release it at any time. And this is a restorative pose. So this is going to reset your nervous system and allow you to relax. And I want you to drop gently into this. So just find that comfortable spot. You must be totally comfortable. Let your thigh bones turn out, your feet turn out. Just bring your arms into any comfortable position. Support your head if needed. And just breathe into your beautiful heart space. Allowing everything to soften. Melting into the mat. To gently extend your exhalations without any strain. Just let it be a soft, easy breath. So just spend the next few minutes allowing your body to relax, allowing your breath to be easy and free. And let your mind relax as well. Just noticing all of you without judgment, just bringing your body into relaxation. Imagining the beautiful light entering your body with each breath. Imagine this beautiful light shining all through your body. And as you exhale, it's all through your energy field. Imagine a beautiful egg of light cocooning and surrounding you. Above, below, to the sides. Let this beautiful egg of light pulse with breath in harmony with the pulsing of the universe. And then very slowly, just come onto your right side. If you're on your blanket, you can move your blanket away. And come very slowly up to a quiet, seated, comfortable position. Your eyes in a soft gaze are closed. And again, you could bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Arm bones back. Just sit for a moment in quiet. And just bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra. Bring your thumbs and let your thumbs just lift your heart. Stretch those fingers. And let's seal our practice by chanting the universal sound of Om on our next exhalation. So really belt it out or make any sound you like. Taking a deep breath in all the way down to those toes you stretched. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And have a beautiful day. Namaste.